How close are we to artificial intelligence? Farther than you might think. Scientists estimate a technological singularity to occur within 100 years. But hold up, technological singularity, what's that? Good question, glad you asked. The term singularity is used to describe something we can't describe, or something so extreme or unfathomable that anything beyond becomes unpredictable. We use this term to describe what happens in the extreme centers of black holes. The technological singularity is used to describe a point in time when we humans make an AI more intelligent than humans. This AI will, in theory, be able to improve itself and over time create even more intelligent AI. Or at least we think. And that's the trick. We can't predict what will happen then. And this is why we use the term technological singularity. But how close are we to this technological singularity? Well, at the current point in time there are several limiting factors. Computing power and the intricacy of trying to implement something as complex as a human-like mind into a computer. But let's start with the factor of computing power. Ever since the first computers, computing power, or the amount of calculations a computer can do in a specific amount of time, has increased exponentially. But even with that in mind, the computers available today are still not powerful enough to compute such an AI. The next limiting factor is the intricacy of the human brain. The human brain in itself is a structure developed over millions of years, and even after centuries of studies, scientists are still not able to explain how you lose your keys. Imagine trying to write that down and then making a computer think like us, and then acting upon it. And that's not even the hardest part. The hardest part is making what AI scientists call strong AI. Not only will this AI be able to act like it can think, but it will be able to think and have a mind of its own. Next comes a hard question. How do we know if a computer can think? It's not as simple as it sounds, and that's why you don't ask such a question. Alan Turing, one of the fathers of the modern-day computer, thought that asking whether a computer could think was stupid. The test, named after Turing, is actually quite simple. One person asks a computer and a human written questions, and based on the answers, he will then try to determine which is a computer and which is a human. You would think that a computer couldn't be a more convincing human than an actual human. Well, you would think wrong. As of this day, there are several programs to have passed the Turing test and tricking a human into believing that the computer is human. However, that could in large part be because of how the test is conducted. Much of the test result can be determined by the skill of the interrogator. This, combined with many other factors, is why the test is still criticized by many AI scientists. You might actually already run into the Turing test yourself, or a derivative of it, the CAPTCHA. Basically, the CAPTCHA is a reverse Turing test, where the computer asks humans and computer programs questions. The CAPTCHA is used by a number of websites to ensure that only humans and not computer programs can make accounts.